Welcome to the Match Stats Show, where it's finished Man City 2, Everton 0. And after a strong first half by Everton, where we missed a couple of great opportunities, we were undone by two Erling Haaland goals in the space of a few minutes. And after that second goal went in, it was kind of inevitable, the result. Let's take a look at the match stats. And City 2 goals from 7 on target, 2.4 expected goals. You've probably got to say Pickford kept us in the game right at the end. Plenty of touches for City in the opposition box, good pass accuracy and possession, very weighted, 71% to City. In Everton 29. Noticeable how without Jack Grealish on the pitch, our possession very low, obviously against City, who are the masters. Time to take a look at match in moments. Obviously started bright enough. Beto missing after 14 minutes from a lovely cross on the right hand side. O'Brien then hits the bar with a defensive header. Beto has another opportunity, breaks the offside trap, but hits wide. Unjai, who had a brilliant first half, took on 2 or 3 City players. Donnarumma tips over the bar. Then Pickford has to save, although it's more of a miss, a soft shot from Savinho just before half-time. And then the game swung when Haaland picks up a header from a great cross from O'Reilly. Not enough Everton challenging players. Break with VAR not giving Everton a penalty for handball by Bernardo Silva. And then Haaland hits back. Quick snapshot, low. Pickford hasn't time to get down. And it's all over. And on to our player ratings. And I think I usually start with the defence. I'll do that again. Pickford, he had a decent game. Couldn't do much about both the goals. And he stopped us from losing by 3 or 4 goals. And O'Brien didn't have a great game, obviously against Doku, one of the best wingers in the lead. Tarkowski, I thought, was brilliant for the first half. Him and Keane kept Haaland very quiet. Second half, slightly different story. Could have maybe been closer both occasions to the Haaland goals. Mykolenko, he was okay. He struggled early against Savinho, but then he sort of tidied things up. In the midfield, Gay, Garner, Dewsbury Hall chasing shadows at times, which is what happens obviously at the Etihad often. Alcaraz came in for Grealish and he looked bright at times, but he's not a left winger. There was a bit of interchangeability, but yeah, he's better in the middle, I think, and maybe a better impact player, as we saw against Palace last week. And Jai was incredible in the first half. He slowed down as a tune, and we conceded the 2 goals. But some of his dribbling was mesmerising, and he really took up the missing link that is Grealish to become our creative outlet. Beto, obviously, 2 glaring chances that, again, not good enough. He actually had a good first half. Also, I thought his link-up play, and he caused problems. If he'd have scored one of those, I think the game was different. He really needs to find the net somehow in the next day or the next game or 2. Off the bench, I thought Merlin Roll actually was really quite good to see. Came on for Alcaraz, and I'm looking forward to seeing him get a few starts maybe next week. But yeah, he's someone I think has got something. We're booning on for Gay, did okay, but again, I think it was a little bit too late for Everton. Same goes for the other three, Barry, McNeil and Dibbling. Not really enough time to affect anything. And so on to my man of the match, who of course has to be Iliman Ndiaye, who only a rating 7.1, but his first half showing was like a 9 out of 10 really. Created chances, took on so many blurs with his dribbles. Ended up with only the one shot that Donnarumma tipped over, and his pass accuracy was decent. And had to do quite a lot defensively to help out O'Brien on that right-hand side, but I thought he was exceptional for an hour, and just unfortunate that his performance ended up on the losing team. And so up next, match week 9, Everton back at Hill Dickinson, taking on Spurs, who've obviously started quite brightly. That one kicks off Sunday at 4:30. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.